get the house ready and then out the door.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do better than that for you. Seems kind of rushed.
Yeah, no, it was horrible. It's like for 6 months I had to pack up 2 guinea pigs, 2 cats, 2 dogs, 4 children, and I'll go sit in a van all in like 20 minutes during COVID. I just don't,
That's awful.
I want to avoid that, because by the end, we basically just strung her along for about 6 months, and then at the end Andrew was like, oh no, I just don't think she was good, I don't want to sell the property. All the money from the refinance that was supposed to go into the repairs, Andrew did not put any of that money into it. So there's I've tried to keep the 4 walls standing as much as I could, and mostly everything has got fresh paint. And there's the materials, there still are like materials on the property that can still be used for the house. I just kind of stopped working on it, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen here. But when the last time we went to list, so my son goes to Providence Middle School. I'm assuming that it'll maybe like some type of, like a contractor or investor that would buy our property, because it's like a little handyman special. I would like to see if there's a possibility of just renting, if they would do that to the end of the school year. I know that Brooke said that would was definitely ideal, especially if it's like a contractor. But that's as far as like what I'm looking forward to. I don't know what your thoughts on that are.
Well, I know there's like if we sell it, there is a 60-day rent back, but 60 days so that's basically the longest it could be for a rent back. That's contingent on a sale. Would be 60 days. I'm not sure the time frame that anybody's looking to sell the property. Nobody's really talked to me about that. But I've just been asked to come in and kind of give my assessment and take a look at it and basically come up with a price. And then I know some contacts. I'm not sure who would hire that out, whether it would Andrew hire that out, handyman to come in and fix everything up before the sale. That would be ideal. But I'm not sure. We're not that far along in the process.
Okay, I wasn't sure like how quick we were moving here, just because so we got this protective order, and I won't bring you too much into the personal side of it, but so I still have like a family of 6 living there. It's only me and my son now, and Andrew hasn't claimed any of his belongings. The house is full of stuff, like including his ex-wife's stuff. Like there's just a lot of stuff in the house. And so when we go as far as like the sale for the property, I mean, everything's, obviously got to be removed. And I guess that's kind of being dumped on me. So I just, as far as, I was just kind of, when the house sells, I just need to have enough time to be able to take care of everything. You know what I mean?
Right. So for what I was thinking about doing is whatever you guys determine when you're going to move out, obviously that's between you guys, but I can, if you guys sign the listing agreement, we can put it on a coming soon for 21 days. After that, I can temporarily withdraw it for as much time as needed, where you guys agree that, to have everything out by. So I think that's where we're just determining the price and just getting the listing agreement, and then just kind of going from there. So
okay.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
The only thing is, I guess before the 17th would be ideal for me to come by and just take a look at everything and just, I guess, determine what I think the property could sell for.
Okay, Mr. Thorson sent an email about Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I work during the day those days. Tomorrow, I'm having a guy that does yard work in the neighborhood come by with a truck and trailer to take a bunch of just stuff that's in the yard and stuff to the dump, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. And I've gotten most of the leaves up and stuff as far as the outside. But I was thinking, when we went to court to amend this protective order, basically the judge, Andrew will never be allowed back on the property, ever. So I'm really tied up with like what I'm supposed to do with all this stuff. There's just so much stuff in the house. That's, if you know what I mean. But was, I guess before the 17th, the end of the week kind of being out for me, I guess I haven't really talked to Mr. Thorson because he just, you know, he's a lawyer and he's not my lawyer. So he's not really, you know, working for me. And to be honest with you, Andrew is trying to tear this house apart before he's going to do as much damage as possible to the house as he has already done. That I need to sell it and move on now while it's still standing. I know that you're representing me if we sign a listing agreement. So I was kind of wondering like but then you're him also, but we're not like together. Hey, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hang up on you.
That's okay. That's good. I wasn't sure if it was my phone as well. But to answer, I mean, I know you were kind of still talking, but I'm going to be a totally neutral party in this, and my goal is to get you the most money I can.
Yes. So you're on Scottingham's side, and that's exactly, you know, what I wouldn't think anybody would want to not get as much money as possible out of the sale of the house. I don't know what kind of like confidentiality we would have together. I just appreciate whatever respect you would give Mr. Thorson that I would kind of get. You know, I've kind of been stuck to have to represent myself throughout this whole thing. And
if you sign a listing agreement with me, whatever you tell me is confidential. I'm not going to say anything to Woodward's, Thorson, anybody else. It's you and I I have a client confidentiality relationship with you, and that's that.
Okay, awesome. That's I just, you know, we're working towards the same goal here, you and I.
Yes, correct.
Which is to get the house sold and for the most amount of money as possible. Andrew he just wants me to have chump change is what he said word for word if we sell the house. But I just, it's time to let it go. And I think that he needs to be responsible for these repairs, and he has the that inspection report. If you wanted to mention that, I could probably get it from Brooke, but I feel so bad for what we did to her because, I mean, 6 months, you know, it wasn't because I mean I wanted to sell back in 2020. It was a different housing market then. You know, we could have really made some good money back then, and so now with the housing market declining, I just I don't know. I just want you to know that you're not going to get any resistance from me as far as like what you need. I guess let me see what I can do about work at the end of the week. And I guess Mr. Thorson, we'd have to schedule with him too for y'all to come out and look, but I have no problem with that.
Okay. And honestly, if you just wanted me and not Thorson to be there,
probably.
That would be fine. I'm also available on the weekends.
Okay.
I'm pretty flexible, so
awesome.
just let me know. And,
okay, awesome. Yeah, so just please just know that, you know, you don't have to send stuff for me and Andrew to sign to Mr. Thorson, that I am representing myself and I'd like to be treated as such. And you get a lot less, we can cut out a lot of the bull crap if we just like use me as a point of contact as far as for the property. And you know, Mr. Thorson has to go to Andrew and blah, 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 and it just takes too much time, and I'm just ready to get this done. Let's just make some money and move on. And yeah, that sounds really great. I really appreciate you calling me back. I'm sure I have more questions, but I can't think of anything now. I just wanted to reach out to you. I'll let you know that I'm here, and this is my cell phone number.
Okay, and if you do have any questions, feel free to give me a call or text. Or, you know, I'm very responsive to anything. So.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. And
you're welcome.
I don't like Thorson. He hasn't done anything productive for me, so I don't really see why we would have to work around a schedule. I know I have to work, and I can't with being such short notice, and then what his schedule is, because he's a lawyer. I'm sure he's all booked up. But I'll get with you about coming to see the property. I'm gonna get at least the junk out of there tomorrow, and I have a couple other things to do, but I'll get back to you about a time to come out and see it, if that's okay.
That's perfect.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.